So I thought I'd start the video off with some Bitcoin memes. So you know how to trade Bitcoin, you just don't know how to hodl Bitcoin. And that's really the most important part of Bitcoin, the hodling. Anybody can just trade. I like that one. And then here's the little clip here. So we got Bitcoin to the moon. He wins the kiss cam. That face you make when Bitcoin keeps climbing. Absolutely. Good old Nicolas Cage. Yeah, this one's by far my favorite one. It was so unexpected. So unexpected of a Seinfeld meme. It works so well though with this. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the TA. So Bitcoin has had a bit of a jump up. You know, we had the manipulation down here end of August where it dropped down massively. We kind of went sideways, and then now, I mean, this kind of seems like manipulation to me, even though it's on, you know, to the upside. But we did have manipulation down, so you know, everyone was super bearish. Like people were saying, oh, it's going down to 1,000. Like after this happened, but then it's like, no, that was clearly manipulation. Even if it did break out of the pendant a little bit, because now it's already back. Although things are showing a bit of a bearish sign here, I think it is. I mean, it's going to keep, you know, it's going to keep consolidating and basically coiling up. That's my prediction, at least, is that it's going to keep coiling up till about mid-September or end of September, and then we're going to have a breakout of some kind. And I mean, I think that's definitely what's going to happen. I mean, we still have the 50-day moving average here in blue. It's still trending downward massively compared to the 200-day moving average, but I mean, the markets are starting to dip as well. So, like if we look at the Dow Jones here, yeah, if we take a look at Dow Jones, I mean, it's really kind of hitting the tops here. I mean, that's not a really good sign. It keeps testing this top of like 26, 27,000. See, like we had 1, 2, almost 1 right here, and then 3. And it hasn't broken through, so that means even if it does approach here again, it's probably going to crash down, because that would be the 4th time it's testing that high. And yeah, I mean, we could have a retracement all the way down to, you know, these, you know, 8K sort of level, 7K during a real recession. Yeah, I mean, we had a bit of a dump yesterday in the Dow Jones, and now it's like back today. So I mean, the markets are just trying to hang on. Now, I don't think we're going to have a big, massive drop. My guess is like December to like April is kind of when it's really going to start to tumble down. Because that's like, you know, December is like, what, 8 or 9 months since the 2 and 10 year yield curve inverted. So that's like the average that a recession happens after the yield curve inverts. So that's why I'm saying December, but September, you know, in history is one of the worst months for the stock market. So, I mean, it could totally tank. This month is definitely really shaky, for sure. And we're already seeing so many weakening signs. I mean, yeah, we got, you know, Hong Kong. I mean, I don't know. I've seen some reporting on the ground in Hong Kong, and things don't seem to be getting worse. And it's not just because of this extradition bill that everyone's talking about in Hong Kong. Like, there's multiple things. It's really an economic issue, that there's not the same economic kind of upside that there used to be in Hong Kong. And really, it's really globally, right? It's going to be a worldwide recession or depression. And it's a lot of young people that are protesting in Hong Kong. It's because there's no jobs. Everyone's in debt from going to college. Like, it kind of sounds like, you know, some of the same things going on with millennials in America, right? And it's the same everywhere in the world, basically. And there's no real jobs over there. You know, they can't even afford to buy a home or rent a place. It's like, it's a lot bigger than just the extradition bill. It's that no one has money. All the wealth is to the top 1% at unprecedented levels. So, and the Federal Reserve is just going to keep printing money to pay themselves and steal the purchasing power away from everyone in the world. So that's why Bitcoin is such a great asset. And I really think it is going to the moon. It's just a matter of time. I mean, it's probably not going to happen. Like when I think it's going to happen, it's probably going to take a bit longer. But like once we get, I mean, really, there's some key levels, right? Like if we get to 20, like let's zoom out a bit. Like if we get, I mean, if we get to around 20K, I mean, at that point, it's undeniable that Bitcoin is here to stay. And people are going to be FOMOing and so heavy. And that's really when things are going to take off. And even in the altcoin, I think those are going to take off too once Bitcoin gets to 20. I'm not even in altcoins. I just think that just makes sense that people are going to be looking for cheaper assets to buy up, you know, when once we get to, you know, around 20K. And this thing is just coiling up like crazy right here. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be very interesting. By the end of September, it's gonna be very interesting to see where Bitcoin is. I'm super excited for it. You know, my strategy is just to dollar cost average. Like I just buy a little bit each month when, you know, when I find there's a good time to buy, and I think that's a good strategy to go with. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching. Bye.